Eric and Dane, you're here turning. Carl, maybe you're shooting it here. You guys will hand it up to George, who's standing here. I'll be up on the deck with George doing the compressor at the top. Just keeping that pressure in there in case. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't. I mean, we lost pressure a lot of times because we would just slip off, and then we handed the pipe from downstairs to upstairs onto the ladder, and then we had to switch hoses. On Wednesday morning, we were blowing in the hot shop here in the amphitheater down at the studio, and had the gaffer team try out to figure out the scale and the way of blowing these large cocoon-shaped bubbles that I'm aiming for, that ideally will get so big that I can fit inside of one of them. So one thing is that it changes from a glass to a ceramic, so it becomes incompatible with itself if part of the blown object stays glass and the other ceramic. And to control this, that is a big challenge.
We're scared. Hey, get on it. Keep it cap.
Woo! Yes, that's nice.
Somebody get on gloves, get it off the floor, please.
Yeah, the top is still hot.
Were you capped? Yeah, I had a cap the whole time.
So I think with the capping, it's heating.
Once we had figured out how to blow this different type of material, that started working on cooling and heating it in a particular ways, and so that by the end of the day we had some very interesting, really well worked objects. Before coming to the first time to the Corning Incorporate to Sullivan Park, I went and for a little holiday for 3 days around in the area, and going to these places I started seeing how interesting it is geologically and historically here in the area, and that has really informed the type of project I really want to do. So everyone is, it seems like they're all really used to working with artists, even though they're not, but then at the same time they are all really welcoming, and that's been great. The glass ceramic, I didn't really know that I was going to use it, and then all of a sudden we were in Sullivan Park blowing this stuff, and the way it behaves kind of informed what I wanted to make with it. Any of the materials that I've been using here so far are materials that I've never touched before. Having that new technology and also different types of materials that are so unglass-like, I'm able to develop a project that has nothing to do with any of the projects that I've been doing before. And even though I feel like I know glass so well and I've worked with it so much, I feel like I'm completely a beginner again. And also a beginner with knowledge, and I think this is a very different way of working than I've done so far.